on the Team USA side, you guys tell me. To me, I weirdly have this fear of the Serbian team. One, obviously, they have Nikola Jokic, right? So just hear me out on this. And you guys were watching it last weekend as well, okay? This is when we were going crazy over, started off slow. I'm texting you guys. I'm like, yo, is Jokic just going to do this by himself? You can tell Team USA is a little uncomfortable. They bring their bench in, and it's like, holy mackerel, and KD is like otherworldly in that game. Booker got going. They got cracking. Especially that second unit that featured Kevin Durant in it, right? And they won for a second time against Serbia by 20-something points.
Right.
Okay? There's two things here that concern me. And you guys tell me if this is truly, as I say, cause for pause or if this is just an overreaction. There's two things. Number one, they blasted Brazil, like, completely. There was nothing, the least bit that tested them, made them uncomfortable, nothing. Now, it might just be, like we have seen in the past, old school Villanova, even if we want to update it, UConn last year, you kept saying, like, who's going to test them? Like, in the end, nobody's going to test them. They're just going to destroy everybody. And my solemn prayer is that that's what happens with Team USA, that they're just able to mow down everybody. But at some point, you do feel like you're probably going to get tested. You're probably going to get taken. And the reason Serbia worries me a little bit, two things. And again, you can tell me if this is valid. First thing is, there's a reasonable possibility that even though we have this collection of the best players in the world, it's possible the best player is on the other team. That he's just the best guy in the game, right? And the second thing, there's really three. So they might have the best guy. The second thing is, that last game that they played against them, you remember there were all those stats that came out, and it was like, when Jokic was on the court, the game was basically 0-0. It was an even game.
Yeah.
There was a plus minus of 0, literally. And in the 9 minutes or whatever the hell it was that he didn't play, they outscored him like 29-3 or something, like by 26 points or something, right? So they couldn't survive even any amount of time. And we joked, hey, Michael Malone's probably like, hey, walk a day in my life, right? Like you put him on the bench for 2 seconds and I can't win. So if we know that you're in the medal round, right? Like you're playing for a gold medal at this point. The amount of minutes he's going to sit is like maybe one.
Negative.
He might play the whole game.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Right.
Okay? And they played even with Team USA like that. So you have that, which is different than the last game. And then the third thing is, or second thing, is we shot the cover off the ball against them. Both times. Like, they're clearly, like, packing it in, and you're just going to have to shoot threes against them. And we did. And we made, like, over 50% of them both times. We were, like, 55%, 54. So, I don't know, man. That's the only thing with Serbia. When I watch them, I'm like, man, they might have, like, if they play him completely, like, the whole time, now you're in a game where you haven't really had to make, like, I know you screwed around with South Sudan. You had to make a winning play, and I know you screwed around, but that was before this all started.
Yeah.
Nobody's really tested you. And so what happens, right? Let's say it's a 4-point game with 4 minutes left to go, right? There's still some figuring out of, like, okay.
Oh, we know the hierarchy now, though. The hierarchy.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we know.
LeBron, KD,
KD.
AE.
But who is, if it comes down to, right?
Yeah.
I have found that's the interesting thing is that Edwards is ahead of Curry.
But if we're down 2,
Yeah. Who's taking a shot?
You know what I'm saying?
Braun.
Yeah.
That's been figured out. Yo, we down 2. Yo,
It's LeBron.
Bro, you taking a
driving
shot.
Or driving and kicking to KD. Like it's
Or if we need
I just
3,
feel
it's
like
Steph.
they're gonna play through Jokic like the Nuggets. Like every time he's gonna touch the ball, he's gonna control it. He's gonna play every minute. Like and look, but then I look. The line is 16.
Look at me in my face.
And they've beaten them by 20
They
twice.
beat them by 20 both times.
So they might just
what, if
not,
they don't beat them by 20, what? They beat them by 12?
I'm just saying they may just not have enough. On the other hand, you've beaten the team by 20. You just mowed down the last team. And I know that when he's on the court, they're at least good enough to play with you.
Yeah, but like I said, Wayne once said it, Vernon. Look me in my face. I ain't got no worries, bro. I ain't worried about Serbia. I know, even though Bogdanovic didn't play well in the last game either, but like, bro, come on, bro. What we worried about? I know Jokic is as good as he is. He dominates.
Played out of our
He dominates
mind.
AD.
You will admit,
he
we
dominates
shot the
Embiid.
cover off the ball the last time around.
But we still got the best 12 players in the world.
If there's a time where you just don't make those threes like you have,
Then you start attacking the rack.
it looks ugly.
But it would the amount of energy it would take for them to have a good effort against us, we can still play decent and still win.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like.
Okay.
It would take like a home run effort for us to lose to Serbia.
Oh,
It would
there's
take a massive effort.
Look, they're 16-point underdogs for a
Yeah.
reason. I'm just saying, I think that there's a lot of people that look at it, they already beat them by 20 twice.
Yeah, I think
Like,
Germany's the one I'm worried about. Germany's the one I'm more worried
Interesting.
about than Serbia. In Serbia tomorrow, even if Bogdan plays decent, I don't think they got the horses.
I'm with
to
Germany.
they ain't got the horses to do this. Germany got some dogs, bro.
As long as we show up tomorrow, as long as we show up against Serbia, be fine.
Yeah.
Germany's the one.
Germany's the one I'm worried about.
Because Dennis Schroeder is like Kobe Bryant and Magic Johnson mixed into one.
See, I think this is where me and you guys break ways.
You more worried about Serbia.
Yeah, they worry me more because of him.
Jokic?
Yeah.
And the dudes that are guarding him, like he's cooked them all. He
Because
sent
I
AD
look-
home.
right.
He sent Embiid. He cooked Embiid every time he see Embiid.
He's the one that scares me because, and again, he may not have enough with him. Giannis didn't have enough with him. But he's the one that scares me because I'm like, it's still Dennis Schroeder and Franz Wagner. Those are not, like, Jokic is one of the greatest players ever.
Yeah, he is.
Those guys are good.
He is on a run.
Good.
He is on a run
They're
right
good
now.
and
that
they're
is-
great internationally.
He's on a
He's one
4-year
person.
run. Yeah.
Huh?
He's one person, but you just said, well, he's one of the greatest players ever. LeBron James, one of the greatest players ever.
I'm aware.
So I'd rather take.
No. But I'm saying in terms of who scares me amongst opponents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always the best player.
Jokic is
to
on
me.
a run. Jokic is on a run right now. In 4 years, he's got 3 MVPs and a title.
Yeah, I'm more scared of.
That's a pretty good.
I'm scared of
4-year
Germany
run.
because they're how they coexist together. They seem like that because they beat us. They beat the Jaren team too. Like that's the team that's been playing together for a while. We know like in FIBA that matters. So it's like
they won the world championship.
yeah, they won it. So it's like
But
those.
we didn't have the Hall of Fame squad for that. But you're right.
They still got they've been together. They've been hooping. It's just,
They're good enough to beat Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Halliburton and our young guys.
yeah, our young guys. But I don't think Serbia. I think we're gonna look up tomorrow, and I think by halftime I'm gonna text y'all and be like, "Yep, turn it off."
See, I don't.
You don't think so? You think it's gonna be a good game?
Why were they even with him when Jokic was on the floor?
Hey,
Because he's that good.
he can't do it for.
I mean, they literally played him They played him tied.
Yeah.
And he plays a lot of minutes. It was just the minutes he didn't play. They could not survive them. They got mauled.
You think they wanted to play 40 minutes in an Olympic game?
I mean,
The Nuggets gonna be like, "Yo, come on, bro. What y'all doing?"
no, I think Michael Malone would be like, I get it.
I deal with this every day.
I did it. You know?
Yeah.
This is and I'll say this, it's the prime Olympics for Jokic. By the next time around, by 4 years,
Yeah.
he's not going to be one of the best players on earth.
No.
I don't think. What is he now, 29?
He'll still be
33.
awesome.
Yeah,
He'll
of
be
course.
awesome.
But I'm saying, like, dominate everyone.
4 years is a long time.
And that's a lot more miles.
Yeah.
And the guy's playing, 80 plus games a year, usually.
Yes.
Okay? Because,
Yeah.
his team's always going to be, or for the most part, be in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah. But no,
I guess, all right.
tomorrow-
So you guys disagree. You guys are much more worried about the opponent the Germany-France winner than you are Serbia.
Yes, and I ain't worried about France at all. So I'm worried about the Germans. Hinga dinga durgen. That's German, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.